boys and girls, and welcome to Arsenal TV. Now today I'm going to give you my review of the whole Arsenal season. Now I'm going to go into this with, we're going to start off with the English League Cup. It's a trophy that Arsene Wenger has never ever won. It's a trophy that the players and the team has never really took seriously. So yeah, it was a really poor campaign in that. We played against Southampton. I believe it was. Hold a minute. Yeah, we played against Southampton, and we got battered. And I think it was because of the lack of mentality, and the players and the manager just doesn't really take it seriously, even though it's a trophy that Arsene Wenger has never ever won while he's been at Arsenal. Now, I wanted to go to Wembley at that point. I thought this could be a good chance for us to go to Wembley, and it just wasn't to be in that campaign. And obviously, as we know, Man United went on to win it. Now I'm gonna get into the Champions League. The Champions League was a bit of a mixed feeling. We had PSG, Basel, and we had Ludogorets in group stages. We went into playing against PSG for our first game away at the Allianz, at their arena, and we end up getting a draw. To be honest, even though we end up getting a draw away to them. Then we won three back-to-back. Games. And then obviously it came down to us playing against Ludogorets away. We was 2-0 down, and then obviously second half we come back at 2-2, and then Özil got us the win when we won 3-2, and then obviously we had, I think was it Ludogorets was playing against PSG, and we was playing against Basel, and PSG and Ludogorets got a draw, so we end up topping the group. And then we had Bayern Munich finished second in their group. Obviously, we finished top in ours, and then obviously luck of the draw, we get Bayern Munich in the first round at the Allianz Arena. We was 1-0 down at the Allianz, and then we pulled it back with Alexis Sanchez with a penalty at 1-1, win at half time, and then second half, Laurent Koscielny gets injured of that game, and then Bayern Munich just ripped us apart, and we lost 5-1. The damage was already done. It was done. And then we played against Bayern Munich again at Emirates. We ended up going 1-0 up with Walcott with the goal. Then we needed to get 4 more goals to level, and then it just went bad from there. Laurent Koscielny gets sent off, and then Bayern Munich just ripped us apart again. So to be honest, the campaign for the Champions League was really embarrassing, and it was poor. The mentality wasn't there. The players just didn't turn up. And I think that was the problem with Arsenal in the Champions League this season. So Europa League next season, here we come. Now we're going to the Premier League. In total of the whole game of the whole season today of the season, Arsenal played 55 games in total. So let's bear that in mind. Now going into the Premier League season, we had a really tough first game. We had Liverpool at home, and we ended up getting, well, I say battered. We did get pretty battered. Liverpool went 1-0 up first half. We come back, levelled 1-1, and then Liverpool hammered in 3 more goals, and we pulled another 2 back. So the match ended up being 4-3. And I think that's the main game that caused us not to qualify for Champions League this season coming. I think that was the main cause. And then after that, we went on a 20 game unbeaten run in the season. We was literally scrapping games. When we was winning, when we were scrapping for wins, we should be drawing, and when we were scrapping for draws, we should have been losing. So yeah, it was a really difficult time. So we managed to get the points away, getting the 3 points at games that we should not have got the 3 points because of just being poor in certain matches. Then it came to the point where we had Everton in the midweek game, and then we had Man City the weekend after. See, I would have been happy if Arsenal got 4 points out of the 6 at that point, meaning getting the win at Everton and then drawing 2 at getting the point at Man City. But you know, it wasn't to be. That's where the title could have said, yeah, it could have been ours at that point if we'd done that. But we ended up losing all 2 games. So I thought, nah, that's it. Title was done now. But then from that on, we went through a really, really bad season. We went through a really bad patch. Yeah, we was dropping points left, right, and centre. To be quite honest, we was dropping points where we should not have been dropping. Just the example, the Watford game, when we was playing against Watford and they beat us 2-1 at home. We should never have lost that game. But you know, Watford, they defended a bit deeper. They played it a bit better than us. So yeah, we was literally dropping points left, right, and centre. So. And then, yeah, that's when the protest was happening, saying that they want Wenger out, and it's a complete headache. Then we go to the FA Cup. Now, I thought the FA Cup, the campaign in the FA Cup, I thought we had a bit of luck. We did have some luck in the draws. I have to admit that. We had some good games, and then we had the tough games going into semi-final and then final. So the first game of the FA Cup of the campaign, we had Preston we had Preston away. We was currently 1-0 down, and then second half we just come back and we cruised through it, and we took the goals by the scruff of the neck, and we won it. We won that match. Then we played Southampton away, and we battered Southampton 5-0. I think the reason why we played so well against Southampton, at that point Southampton was already in the final of the English League Cup against Manchester United, and obviously they didn't have their whole starting 11 out, their top players. So yeah, that was mainly one of the reasons why we beat them, because they just didn't have their full squad out well as we did. They was more focused on the English League Cup final to what they were the FA Cup. Then we had 2 games that was pretty much the luck of the draw. We had Sutton away. We won that game 2-0. Then we had Lincoln at home. And we won that game as well. Then we go into the semi-final. We had Man City at Wembley. That game I wasn't really looking forward to it, to be honest, because obviously it's Man City. They was doing better than us in the league. They had their mentality was better than ours at the time. And then we went into the game. We scored the first goal, I believe it was. I think we scored the first goal, or Man City. I think it was either 1 or 2. Got the first goal, and then I think it was either one of us that pulled it back in the second half to make it 1-1. And then pretty much we dominated the extra time, and then we got the goal. And to go into the fight, and then we won the game 2-1 against Man City. I thought we played well in that. Then it brought down to the final against the league champions, Chelsea. Now this was another game I wasn't looking forward to. But to be honest, we bossed Chelsea. We dominated Chelsea from start to finish. From minute 1, minute 90, we bossed them completely. I thought Mertesacker was playing very well in defence. His first game back within 6 weeks. I thought Mertesacker played well at the back. The team, the whole players just turned up from 1 to 11. they all turned up, and I think it was a really cracking final. It's not the paper over the cracks, because to be honest, it was a trophy that the fans to say, you know what, this is a good way for us to end a really bad season that we had. So we end up beating Chelsea 2-1 in the FA Cup final with Ramsey's last goal yet again. Now there is other things that is going pretty wrong at Arsenal at the moment. We do know that Arsene Wenger has just signed another 2-year contract. So I'm hoping in the summer he now signs the players and spends some fucking money. To be honest, the way Arsenal have been, we haven't been spending that much money as we have. I know Arsenal put a bid in for, is it Mbappe or whatever his name is, from Monaco, $100 million, but obviously it's 87 mil, and I believe Monaco rejected us. So yeah, that we got rejected. I would like to see Arsenal go and get Andrea Lacazette. I believe he's a fantastic player. Now I think Arsenal should do all they possibly can to go and get him. Even though we know that Atletico Madrid has been banned from signing players. So this has gave Arsenal a good upper hand to go and get him. We know Ozil and Sanchez are staying at Arsenal next season. We know that they're not going to be sold. We know, I believe Ozil has signed is it a 380k? I think it's either 280. I think it's either 280 or 380k. That Ozil or Sanchez are both signed. They've doubled his wages, so that's a good possible thing. We do know. I hope that Usmanov goes and puts in the bid to Stan Kroenke. If not, I would like to see Stan Kroenke give him to say, look, you can come onto the board, give you a bit of input to it, and hopefully we'll see how it goes from there. Arsene Wenger in the next 2 years, he's going to be the most under pressure manager in the league. Now Stan Kroenke has said, we want Arsenal to go and win the Premier League. Now I think the next 2 years is going to be very, very pressure for Arsene Wenger. I do believe that if he doesn't go and win the Premier League in the next 2 years, I believe that's it. He needs to cut loose, and the board has to do something. But let's now enjoy the summer and see how we go. I do hope Arsenal do get some good signings, and I want us to start fighting and start challenging for the title next season. And we're in Europa League next season as well. So yes, guys, it has been a stressful season for us. And guys, please do, if you are new to my channel, please do hit that subscribe button. And also, please do leave a like in the comments below. And I'll see you next season. And I will be doing the transfer daily as well. If it's just like ridiculous rumours or stuff like that, I will definitely be doing videos on that as well. So guys, that's been our season 16-17 season. It's been stressful being an Arsenal fan this season, but oh well, I love the club. So guys, yeah, if you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe button. Please do leave a like in the comment below, and up the Arsenal. Come on, Arsenal.